I understood immediately why Kutno is always referred to in Jewish literature as a sort of godforsaken place where nothing ever happens, because it's rather like that today. It's interesting because, you know, in Kutno, like many of the former shtetl towns, is the geography of the core of the place is absolutely as it was. The street layout, many of the old buildings, not of course sadly the Jewish ones, not the synagogues for the most part anyway. But the towns are recognizably what they were 100 years ago, and around them you've got the new towns and in some cases Soviet-style suburbs that have grown up. But it's fascinating, it's absolutely fascinating, and you can see just how integrated in the everyday life of those communities the Jews were, and just how important they were in the economic life of the towns and the region and so on, and it's fascinating. So this sense that everything was sort of swept away by the Holocaust, or you can go back and a lot of stuff was swept away by the First World War as well. Yes, in terms of the people and so on, of course, but in terms of an understanding of those communities, I get a huge buzz out of going to Warsaw and traveling around Poland, and haven't been to the Ukraine yet, but very much want to do that. So you know, it's moving, it's fascinating, it's troubling to some degree. The sort of whole question of Jewish memory is very contested and difficult in a lot of these towns. Not so much. Poland now has changed dramatically, but in other areas it's still difficult.